It's Jimmy, Scott, and Diggerman from the Theme Park Podcast.
Are you looking to finally make that move to Orlando? Maybe you already live here and want to be closer to the parks.
Use the official real estate agent of the Theme Park Podcast, LaurenCampbellRealtor.com.
Lauren helped my mom both buy and sell her house.
I bought a house of 10 years with Lauren.
Didn't you marry her?
Shush. I love my real estate agent, and you will too. Call Lauren Campbell at 407-325-4225. That's 407-325-4225.
Goldwell Banker Realty.
Are we live on the internet, James? Yeah? Hello.
I have to change,
Internet?
I have to change your framing because you decided to sit up straight.
I'm sorry I chose posture for the first time in my life.
well, posture police over here.
When I said I was framing up the cameras, what did you think that meant?
I don't know. I thought the other camera pointed at me.
I'm gonna make it a point to drive Jimmy crazy then today with
Change your
posture.
framing, just get tall. Look
yeah.
like you're going to get on a ride, and then like you're too short for the ride, so just pretend you're really tall.
It's fine. You guys do what you want. We'll just have Crocs bounce off your forehead.
I'm just gonna lounge.
You do have the couch all to
I
yourself
do have
over there.
that is correct, and I gotta tell you,
How did Scott end up with the couch?
very comfortable because you want to be closer to the mixer.
Yeah, you know what though? I think on the first day that we did this, you came early and like basically called dibs on the couch. Oh no, I
didn't know because you had stuff set
No,
up.
yeah, you're right. You're right. I told you guys who was going to sit where.
I usually sit on the couch on pay-per-view days.
That's
right?
true.
Yeah.
Which now we're back to pre-COVID stuff with.
Oh yeah, were we watching the fight this week?
We watched at Ale House the other week in Altamont, but Jimmy, let me tell you, I went to the Ale House in Winter Garden the other day.
Uh-huh.
It was so good. It's like a new one. And when we ordered our zingers, let me tell you what, they came out soaked in sauce. Didn't have to. I was like, oh, I forgot to ask for extra sauce because you know they always come out a little dry and you have to ask for extra sauce. This Ale House, they drowned them in sauce. They drowned them in the sauce.
And which ale house was this?
It's Winter Garden on 50, kind of close to Ocoee. It's right off the 429 though, so we're coming home from Disney, and it's literally
Along
jump
the
off
way.
the 429 at 50. It's literally at the 429. You're back on heading home.
Yeah, but it's still in Winter Garden.
I know Winter Garden's right next to Windermere, buddy.
And Winter Garden is blowing up.
Yeah, Winter Garden's like the hottest spot in town.
I know. It's far.
Yeah, but if you're coming back from Disney, if you happen on the rare occasion, I know you normally take I-4 because you're a psychopath.
I have to take I-4.
Yeah, but I
take what Waze tells me to take.
Yeah, well, I out in my neck of the woods can jump on the 429, and it's generally a peaceful ride. And now that Ale
It's
House
an
is in my
expensive ride.
options. It is an expensive ride. That is true.
But you're paying for convenience.
I am paying for convenience. The fact that
Ooh,
in
got a
years
breeze.
will be taken off my life driving on I-4.
It's literally a game of, all right, what lane are we going to go to now? How many lanes are we going down to?
I avoid I-4 at all costs. Like if I have to go in to the office that's in downtown Orlando, I'll just take 441 the whole way instead of getting on I-4.
Yeah.
I don't want to get on I-4. It's worst. The worst. Jimmy, are you checking audio? Is that what you're doing?
I am.
Okay.
Looks like Facebook is having issues.
Oh, my wife gave me such a hard time the other week when we had issues. She's like, I tried listening to your podcast. It didn't work. There was a problem.
Well, did you give her Jimmy's number so she could complain to the proper person?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Oh, Facebook is down completely? Ooh. Want me to try to go on it?
Yeah.
I'm going to try and go on Facebook.
I thought you weren't allowed on Facebook.
Usually do this. Maybe like somebody got back. Maybe somebody got so tired of getting kicked off of Facebook, somebody kicked Facebook off of Facebook.
It's working for me.
It works for me. I got a picture of a young shirtless Chris Kampmeyer. Man, he looks like in the 70s, this was a party. Look at that. He looks like he was like in Leonard Skinner. This is great.
I love somebody in the stream going, is Facebook down? You're literally commenting on Facebook. I don't think it's down.
Every time I go to our page.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
Look, I can see us. You want me to check the audio?
Yeah, it sounds fine.
Do you have the app? I thought you were streaming on your internet browser.
Yeah,
See that? We're good.
Oh, your internet's faster than mine.
We're streaming.
Well, he just connected after you, so he's going to be a little bit closer to real time.
I'm on Jimmy's Wi-Fi too.
So am I.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like Inception's happening now.
Hey, bud.
All right.
Do you remember at his birthday party? Not at his retirement party. I played those clips of when he was on the air.
Yes. TC Dooley.
Oh my god, dude! When he did that thing about like ripping the knobs off your radio, I was
That's
like,
classic. That was classic radio right there.
yeah, it was
Back in
it
the
was
old days.
glorious.
Good stuff. You don't get that anymore.
Now, Campfire was like in the golden age of radio.
He was. He got to see it all. He got to see the golden age, and he got to see the corporate times, and he got to say, you know what? I'm gonna go now. See y'all later.
Yeah, he was there for
Yeah.
the good old days and the decline.
Yeah. But you gotta respect the man that saw everything in the industry, the ups and the downs, for sure.
Hey, the bat stopped making noise.
If you
That was the air conditioning goof.
No, I
If
mean
you-
the squeak over here.
Oh, the squeak.
what's the one on Netflix that the neighbor's a radio guy? The
Good
it's
Family?
Bill Burr's show. Bill Burr's.
Oh, the one you keep telling me
Oh,
to watch.
F is for family.
F is for
yes.
Family,
Have
yeah.
you watched that?
Yeah, the
neighbor?
radio guy's sad.
He's funny and sad, but truthful though too, especially for like that time frame. He's like, hold on, I got them concert tickets here somewhere. He's digging through his drawer. There's like cocaine. There's wads of money. He's looking for concert tickets. That's how it used to be back in the old days.
Except for the wads of money.
Well, back in the old days, no, those guys made some money. Those guys made money back in the day. Way back in the day. Like early 80s, like if you were like, doing mornings or afternoons on a decent sized market, you were making money.
That was so long ago.
Hold on one sec.
You weren't born yet.
Yeah.
Your dad might know about it.
Mm-hmm.
Your dad.
Like you ask your dad about Backstore Mark. I bet you back in the day, Backstore Mark made decent cash.
I'll have to talk to him about that.
Yeah, he'll know.
After I talk to him about the Eddie Graham Sports Center.
Yeah, that too. Do you guys want to do a podcast?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay. All right.
I gotta say, this is super comfortable.
All right. Theme Park Podcast, episode 6,423, coming down in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Theme Park Podcast. It is Dickerman, Shimmy D,
Hello, Dickerman.
and Scott Harris.
What's
all
going on,
here.
guys?
Scott
Hello,
Harris is
Scott.
lounging on the couch here in the Lauren Campbell Realtors Tebow Gazebo Studios.
Well, Jimmy yelled at us about posture before we started recording.
That's because
No.
I sat up because
What-
I looked at the thing and I'm like, oh, I look fatter than I already look, so let me sit up a little higher so maybe I kind of suck my gut in some. That was my plan. Didn't work.
Yeah.
No. You gotta try what you gotta try. Should have worn black. I'm wearing my new Doug shirt that I got for Father's Day.
I see that shirt. What, Hot Topic?
No, the parks. They got it out at
Really?
yeah, we picked it up at Hollywood Studios. We went there for Father's Day. Hollywood and Epcot.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm wearing a Institute of Future Technology shirt. Jimmy should understand what this is from.
I do. Do you know what it's from, Dickerman?
Yeah, but I don't want to say it right now.
We'll all say it together. 1, 2,
Two,
3.
three.
I got something in my throat. Hold on.
That's not the ride.
That's not the ride.
It's not the dinosaur ride, is it?
No.
It's the Figment.
Nope.
All right, Dickerman, I'm going to need you to stand up
Yep.
and go close your head in the screen door
Mhm.
2 times.
Jimmy, get the croc ready.
What's the ride?
It's
What
a
is it
ride
called?
It's a ride that's no longer together. or
What
no
is it
longer-
called when like the Spanish like
Inquisition?
matriarchs like throw a flip flop at you?
Well, remember
like,
when George Bush got
chupacabras
that
or
shoe
something?
thrown at him and he dodged it? Like
Yeah.
he was like, boom, boom. He was so fast.
Well, he had training.
George Bush.
Yeah.
Yeah, shoe dodging.
Really?
The answer is Back to the Future, the ride.
Oh, that was part of the ride, huh?
Yeah.
The Institute of Future Technologies.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Like half the titles in just the name of that institute.
I wouldn't have remembered
It's
that.
what Doc Brown runs.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll take your word for it.
There's an Easter egg in the Simpsons ride. If you watch like the pre-show,
Mm-hmm.
They have one scene that's actually got Christopher Lloyd in it, playing Doc Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that ride is no longer with us. It is a missed ride by many. I will say that much.
Yes, it is.
Now, if anybody's been out to the theme parks this past week, you might notice some things have changed.
Like what?
We're back to pre-COVID days. Everything's back to normal, pretty much.
Wait, FastPass is back?
FastPass isn't back yet, but it's going to be soon.
Well, it's funny you say that. The kiosks are uncovered
Oh.
and turned on.
Oh, so things are looking positive. We did on Father's Day when we were out there, we did Tower of Terror.
Ah.
Go in line for the queue for Tower of Terror. All right, step up. All right, closer. Look, folks, if you can see the floor, any floor in front of your feet, then you're not close enough. Keep getting so they
Pack
just
it in.
Pack it in. It is back to normal, and nobody was wearing masks.
Yeah.
Except for my wife. She was the one person in the whole parks wearing a mask.
Well, everyone's vaccinated.
Everybody's vaccinated, apparently.
Even 8, 9, 10-year-olds, even though that's not an allowed thing yet.
Yeah, yep, there too. Them too. Now, I did hear today that not only can cast members outside, they don't have to wear masks, but if you're fully vaccinated, quote unquote, if you work indoors, you don't have to wear a mask anymore either. It's
That is correct.
voluntary.
Yep.
So you can choose
Yes.
whether or not you want to wear a mask.
Yes.
So we're back to normal.
We are back to normal.
Except for
basically.
capacity, still set at 50%, I think, at Disney parks.
We don't know that, though. We never actually have known what the number is.
I thought there was a report that somebody told me this, so it's secondhand information that I'll now make third-hand information that right now we're at 50% capacity at the Disney parks.
Okay. I mean, there's only one report that I've seen in the theme parks, and it's an alarming report.
Oh?
You guys didn't see this in the Orlando Sentinel?
No.
The report of the amount of people that bring concealed weapons into the parks?
Oh, I did say
What?
that. Why, we've talked. What?
No, we've talked about the injury report.
Oh, I've talked about this on my former radio show. I would talk about anytime some dodo brought a gun. Like, of all the places in the world you don't need a gun, Walt Disney World is the place. You don't need like you can walk around anywhere there and you're completely safe at all times.
Yeah.
Man, you got to have some cojones to try to bring in a concealed weapon into one of these theme parks.
And then the excuses people come up with, oh, I forgot I had that. You know literally everything
Well,
you are
there's also
bringing
a lot
to
of
you
people
at
that
a
don't
park.
even have concealed weapon permits.
If you bring in a pocket knife on accident because you
Sure.
brought your workbook bag,
Yeah.
or a Leatherman, or,
Or
a
scissors.
Yeah.
or multi-tool or something like that, I can understand. You bring in a baton or a pistol.
Yeah. No.
You're what's wrong with you?
You didn't. Oh, I forgot I had that in there. You know everything that's in your bag because you're going to be carrying it around all day. It's hot, and you want to pack it properly. You certainly don't want to have extra weight in there in the form of a gun unless you're purposely bringing the gun. It's a weird thing to bring to a theme park. Like, why? Like, I get it. Like, people love their guns. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But
It's the only way to get the highest score on Men in Black.
I'm not going to make political comments.
thank you. That's appreciated. It's the only way to get the high score on Buzz Lightyear, too. That one's a hard one as well.
That's sarcasm, by the way.
Yeah. Or the other Toy Story ride, Midway Mania. My goal on that is always to hit Woody in the face with a pie in the practice round.
Yeah, the best I think I've ever done is got a little bit of pie filling on the brim of his hat.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten it I believe on portions of his face, but I've never got a clean shot right in the mug.
It's not easy to do. I've learned, though, if you do teamwork, if, both of you work on it, you have one go first so he moves the target over, then you can get him.
Oh, I never tried that before. That's a good
Did you get
call.
bonus points?
No.
It's fun, though, because you got to hit Woody in the face with a pie.
But you got to remember, if you're doing that, you got to, do I want to conserve my strength while
That's
I
what my
can?
wife does. She won't even do it. She won't even do the practice round.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. It's like eating salad at Texas State Brazil.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Save your strength for the ride.
For the mine
My
car.
accuracy is always down. But
Oh,
I always
mine
get
is
a-
too. Yeah,
I always
yeah.
get a decent score because I just fire constantly. Just
I-
constantly shooting.
I know what the bonus parts are for 2 of the mini games.
On Midway Mania or Buzz Lightyear?
Midway Mania.
Okay.
I got some tips for Men in Black.
I got a couple. My wife knows one for Buzz Lightyear where it's like 50,000 if you hit it. So they're out there. Maybe I should. I've never Googled it. I'm sure if you Google it, it's
I
out
did.
there. It's
I did.
easier to find.
I googled for Midway Mania.
I will say this though: both Hollywood Studios and Epcot for Father's Day, which we went on. What is truly a holiday, fine. Crowds are fine.
It's very weird. The other day at Velocicoaster, it was a 35-minute wait.
What?
Yeah. Granted, it was the middle of the week, but it's the summer now.
I want to
Schools
go.
are out.
I want to go. I want to ride Velocicoaster.
We will be there in 3 weeks.
What's the date we're going to be there?
July 19th.
20th.
Or 20th.
July 20th.
Yes. If you're out there in TV land, and you want to come join us, please. It's a Tuesday, so you're probably gonna have the day off of work. But
It might be one of the few times you'll ever see me with these two in public.
At a park.
At a park.
Like, usually if we're at the same park, he's, like, gone somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Wherever we are, he's, like, in the opposite end of the park.
And the only reason he has to stay with us is because we have that backpack leash thing that we put on little kids.
Yes, that's true as well.
Not incorrect.
Yeah. So yeah, it is a little curious. Like Universal, have we seen how crowds have been at Universal since you're our Universal guy, paid?
I mean,
employee?
at Universal Orlando Resort, it has been busy. When I looked today, Rip Ride Rocket, I think, was 110 minutes.
Okay.
And then Hagrid's usually been around 90. Hulk is up to 35, which has usually been at 20 the last few weeks. So it's steadily increasing. And I think Volcano Bay has hit capacity a couple of times.
I believe that. Volcano Bay it's not a giant park, but it's very efficient when you want to ride rides and you use that Tapu Tapu.
Mm-hmm. I still need to find time to go. Still haven't been.
Disney still hasn't opened Typhoon Lagoon, right? They've
Not
only got
yet.
Blizzard Beach open. I'm really surprised. I figured we're in late June.
I think it just might be a manpower thing. They might just not have enough staff back. I mean, I just saw a story that Universal's looking to hire 1,000 food service workers.
Wow, they're everywhere's having a difficult time hiring people. Like you know, a restaurant, man. Restaurants right now, they're having a heck of a time just having people to work there.
They're doing bonuses and
but
whatnots.
Universal's doing it smart. When you start your minimum wage at $15 an hour, that's $1 more an hour than they were making on unemployment if they were getting unemployment in the PUA and the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, then that's smart. And Universal's a great company to work for, as is Disney. They're both awesome to work for, and there's always opportunities for advancement at those places.
I was shocked when I started at Universal way back in the day. Everybody loves Bill Davis, the man who's in charge of the entire park.
Mm-hmm.
He is really highly thought of, and I was just like, there's very few jobs I've ever been to where the person at the very top is beloved.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And you would hope, like somewhere like SeaWorld, who's had trouble with their board, I guess, like that board at SeaWorld's turned over and over. They can look at the example and say, all right, they have a leader in place that people love, and hopefully they can find that person, because I'm sure they'd like to find that person.
Whoever's
but
in
sometimes
charge right now
it's
seems
really
to be doing
hard.
things right.
They seem to be doing really well. Like, you haven't heard the stories, but I just know SeaWorld over the years, you're like, there's another problem with the board. It's like, who is this board? What is this? The TVA? What are they doing?
As a stockholder, I can tell you right now there haven't been any issues with the board recently.
Good. Maybe they got it worked out. Maybe they found that happy spot.
Yeah, my value I want to say my value in the last 8 months has doubled.
SeaWorld has quietly just done their thing, raised their profile, raised the fan experience at their parks. They've been doing a fantastic job, very quietly. They're kind of the forgotten child right now, but they're able to do things under the radar.
They have the perfect niche for what they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're constantly running sales. I get their emails every single day, and it's either 30% off at Discovery Cove or 35% off at tickets, or we're extending this sale. It's like they're doing things the right way.
And the Hallow Scream thing, like we talked about here, is just a brilliant move.
That's going to be a game changer for them.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to find my way out there at some point to go check out Hallow Scream. I loved it in Tampa. I loved it at Busch Gardens.
You're going to go to both, probably.
Are you coming with us to see Fritz at SeaWorld?
That's on a work day, so I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sneak out of work that day, because we have a broadcast another day, and I'm trying to maybe take a little bit of PTO later in the summer. So we'll see. We'll see about the Fritz trip. He had to plan it on a work day.
Plan it.
He planned it.
So you guys want some theme park news?
Sure, why not?
Disney's got all sorts of stuff coming up for their 50th anniversary. We're talking loads of stuff.
Are they going to open Guardians of the Galaxy early?
Not
No.
yet. Not yet. But on October 1st, we've got the Disney Enchantment Show, which is the new nighttime show at Magic Kingdom. Also launching that day, Harmonious, the nighttime show at Epcot with the giant taco shells.
Oh, yeah, I've seen those things out in the water. Yeah,
Mhm.
they're huge.
Oh man, see, now I'm gonna want tacos.
Go get some tacos then. Go to Taco Bell after we do the show.
It is Thursday. You can get a deal at Tijuana Flats.
That's right. They have
Burritos, though, today. Throwback Thursday.
Then we've got Disney Kite Tales, which is a daytime show on the lagoon at Animal Kingdom, which
Huh.
are basically giant kites that are shapes of characters
Interesting.
flying through the sky. Fab 50 character statues. All 4 parks are receiving golden character statues at their parks.
Neat.
It's like Mickey, Minnie, Donald. I'm hoping maybe a Doug. Carl.
Yeah, let's get a Doug. I mean, they got a big Doug statue already at Animal Kingdom.
Exactly. So, I mean, 50 characters. That's a lot of characters.
Hey, if they ever get rid of that Doug statue at Animal Kingdom, somebody's got to give me a holler before it, makes it out to the dump or whatever.
Oh no, they would probably sell that at Cast Connection.
All right, well, if you see it at Cast Connections, holler.
Remy's Ratatouille Adventure opens October 1st. Jimmy's got his reservation.
Jimmy's
for
going to
that.
be the first one to experience it.
I'll be there.
They keep adding more and more slots now for October 1st, by the way.
Oh, so I should look?
Yeah. But
Occasionally,
the
yeah.
thing is, me and you are in the same boat where we don't want to give up days like that.
That's true, because you only get 3. Come on.
It's one
We are
day.
we are
Platinum.
platinum pass holders.
We need 6.
unlimited. No, we should have unlimited.
Unlimited. That's fine.
Ivory Tower people get unlimited.
Well, maybe Platinum Plus gets unlimited, and we get like
You know what's-
Then we get like
999.
100.
Yeah.
You know what's funny about Ivory Tower people?
Crocs still hurt them.
Crocs still bounce off their forehead just the same as us Silver Pass people.
You're not even a silver pass person.
I know I'm gold.
I'll be silver come November. Don't worry. I'll be
Yeah.
back to silver again. Slumming it.
I'm gonna go back to gold at some point.
And I'll be platinum in your faces.
And then you can rub it in our faces. That's
oh,
fine.
I will.
Maybe then I'll suck it up. One thing that won't be coming back, it looks like Fantasmic won't be returning this year.
What?
Yeah.
You know, I walked around Hollywood Studios the other day, and there was a lot more closed in that park than I realized.
There is, yeah. There's a lot of restaurants and stuff, and we've talked about there's a lot of restaurants that close like 4 o'clock there.
Oh, yeah. My favorite, the buffalo chicken
commissary.
mac and cheese or buffalo chicken grilled cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, commissary.
Because I went back in that back area, like behind Muppets, because like, you know what, I haven't really been back here since, Batu opened, because since Batu opened, it's like, beeline to there.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked all through back there, and it's like every single storefront's got a little sign that says, sorry, we're closed,
Yeah.
including the gift shop for Muppets.
Yeah.
I like Pizza Rizzo. I know this is an unpopular opinion. I like it.
I don't dislike it. Hey,
What's
you ever?
not to like?
I don't know.
Yeah. People, it's a divisive topic on theme park Twitter.
Real quick side note: if you ever leave Disney a certain way, you ever see that backside of Batu?
It's so weird.
Isn't it weird?
They could
Yeah.
have just made the floating mountains just a little bit longer.
Yeah,
I know. I had a friend actually was like,
It's like on a
"Whoa."
stick.
Yeah, it looks like a Christmas tree.
He was bent out of shape because I was like, dude, what are you talking about? It's just like it's a prop.
It's
and he's
forced
like,
perspective, yeah.
he's like, yeah, but I liked it better thinking it went all the way down. I'm like, oh, come on.
Just make it a little bit longer.
It doesn't hurt your
What's
experience in the park.
it costs $1 billion? What's a 1.2 billion? Let's just do the whole real mountain.
Just
or-
build a mountain. Let's just have the earth grow up.
Well, they dredged that
See, he
Seven
agrees.
Seas Lagoon. They did. That's how they made that originally. They dredged that up.
You figure out how they move that water for the paddle boat?
No, I have not yet. Unless it's that big hose.
No, it's just a bucket brigade of like night people
Ah, that too.
with Dixie cups.
I thought it was just you get the hose started like an old water bed, so then once you get it going, it just flows it on its own.
You just siphon it out.
Yeah.
One person.
Where are they putting that? Just like on the street behind the park?
Yeah. Whatever.
Water balloons.
And then when they refill it, what do they just like go to the spigot and throw a hose
Turn
in?
it on. Let's go.
So
Hang it up.
ridiculous.
The 50th anniversary celebration will last 18 months.
18 months.
18 months.
That's more than a year.
Well, I think that's how long the inflatable castle was up. And if you remember when Walt Disney World celebrated the year 2000 at Epcot with the little arm? That was up for like 3 years.
I don't remember that.
You don't
That
remember
was-
the sorcerer arm?
I don't remember.
You don't
year
remember
two-
the arm, like Mickey's arm coming out of the side of the ball? Like,
I don't remember the year 2000 that well, if I'm going to be honest.
All the drinking.
yeah, you don't really have an
21
excuse
years
why
ago.
you can't remember it.
I know. It doesn't make any sense.
All the drinking.
I think it's advanced age.
That's two.
I didn't remember 2000 and like 2002 though.
I got really worried when I was pulling up here, and then I saw him pulling up. I was like, oh, no, because I could tell no one was dropping you off.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even know that was you until I was like, oh, it's
Oh,
just
Scott, I should show you the video from last week of him trying to back into my driveway. It was like
you have a camera.
I do.
it took at least four tries.
I don't like getting too close to your wife's car.
That's a valid point.
Well, you certainly don't care about running over my grass.
Yeah, well, I mean, your grass is nicer than my grass, but that's not saying much.
You have no grass. I've never even been there, and I know that.
The funny part is, if you're watching the stream right now, over your left shoulder, there's like a huge bald spot in the middle of the
Still looks
lawn.
better than my yard. You should come see the torn up thing my dogs have done in my yard.
Well, it's just we haven't held, up until like
Were
the
you about to
last
say we
week.
haven't had a lot of rain?
Well, up until this last week, we haven't had any rain, and like my lawnmower, my lawn service was coming over and mowing dust. So it's like now actually the guy's got something to do when he comes over here.
Other Disney news: a Jungle Cruise boat has sunk
Again?
What?
on purpose.
Oh, okay. So is it done?
It
Is that element done?
That element is done, and I have a theory about this. I think they intentionally did this so when you type, like, if you type into Google like Jungle Cruise boat sink, this will come up. Not
yeah.
like it's smart search engine optimization.
They got all the SEO for this one.
Yep.
Okay.
Mark it up, guys.
I cannot believe that they would change an entire attraction,
what one element of an attraction.
one element of an attraction, an iconic attraction, so that they could beat SEO. Come on.
Got to beat that
Well,
SEO.
I want to know how they're going to fix this one. I don't know if you guys saw this story of what happened last week on the land.
Oh, yes.
I almost rode the land the other day. What happened?
Did you have a hankering for cucumber?
Yeah, were you looking to have some cucumber?
No, why?
You don't know the story?
You
I
didn't
didn't
see
see it.
this?
No,
Oh my God!
I look at the news very little now.
I texted some cast members about it, and they were like, "Oh my God, if I have to hear the story one more time."
A person got off the boat and snatched a cucumber off the vine.
Oh, I imagine that. I thought that would happen more often than it does.
Yeah, apparently she fell.
Oh, goodness.
Well, apparently, according to the story, these people were doing it all the time of getting off the boat.
Yeah, like at
Oh.
least 4 times.
Were they
on their boat
professional
ride.
athletes drunk?
No, they
No?
were not professional athletes.
Okay.
I have to believe that alcohol is involved in this.
I got to believe that too.
Yes, if you watch the video.
Maybe they were influencers. I feel like they were rich people. I feel like they were rich people that think they can do anything.
No, I just think they were drunk people wanting to.
I'm gonna get a cucumber.
Yeah. Well, the person falls trying to get back into the boat.
What an idiot.
And then the person she was with climbs out and tries to help her back into the
Oh
boat.
my lord.
Yeah.
Oh my. That's fantastic and sad. And
It's
if I was gonna grab something, I'd get one of those giant lemons.
I asked, "What are you going to do with that? How are you going to get away with that?
You can't.
You're walking around the park with a medicine ball.
I don't know what
You
you're gonna do
trying
with
to
that
steal
cucumber. I figured
You-
they get caught with a cucumber too.
you
I figured
wouldn't
they're
go.
watching.
You
the
wouldn't
whole
go for
time.
like a Mickey-shaped vegetable.
I don't know.
Usually that's the pumpkins, and that's going to be bigger than the lemon.
Mm-hmm.
The Myers lemons.
Did they get busted like right away? Like
No, they didn't.
I don't
No.
think they got busted at all.
They
Oh
did
my
not get
goodness.
busted, at least in the land building.
Oh
I
no.
think they didn't get busted until they posted it on social, and then she saw all the negative reaction she was getting, so she deleted it.
What an idiot.
Yeah,
Why would
but
you
at
post
that-
that? You
but
got
at
away
that-
with it.
But at that point, it had already gone viral, and it was, it's one of those things that's never going to go away.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah,
And-
I thought Disney monitored you at all times. Now they've been exposed.
Well, they just must have found the right spot where somebody wasn't, didn't see it or whatever. I can guarantee you the cast member that was supposed to be monitoring probably got reamed for that.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it could be a staffing issue kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I asked one
That's the thing I don't want to hear as having a staffing issue, though.
when I, yeah, exactly. When I talked to my cast member friends, they said that this story has gone more viral than the Mexican pyramid guy.
Oh, I remember that guy too.
I was there that night.
Were you that guy?
I was not that guy.
Okay.
I was not that guy.
He's that guy.
Also, we're getting a new ice cream place coming. Disney Springs. Salt
It's-
and Straw.
I saw this and I immediately thought of you, Dickerman.
Is it going to be as good as Ample Hills?
It's good. I've had it before. They have a location in California.
Okay.
They do very unique flavors.
Ooh, you got my attention.
You got
Mhm.
sesame seed ice cream? I don't want that.
Yeah, there will be an ever-changing menu of hand-churned ice cream, including unique Florida flavors such as the salty donut guava and cheese and Panther coffee chocolate tres leche.
You had me at guava.
Yeah. Have you been to Salty Donut before?
I have not.
It's
No,
really
wait,
good.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
You know what? Somebody just brought me a guava donut from Salty Donut.
It's good. They have a butterbeer donut.
Oh, that sounds good.
It's you'd have 7 of them.
Do they call them butterbeer donuts, or do they call them like?
I think they call them butterbeer donuts, but I think it's butter space beer,
Gotcha.
not all one word. I mean, you can look at it and kind of tell. It was good.
I'll try it. I still want to try that Gideon's place.
Gideon, it's right along the same road.
Okay.
Salty Donut, and then there's another restaurant, and then Gideon's is right afterwards. Unless you want to wait 8 hours in the line at Disney Springs.
I don't want to do that.
And the funny thing is, this new ice cream place is going to pop up right in the same footprint of what Ample Hill was supposed to be in.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's going to be over by AMC.
Ample Hills tucked tail and ran back to New Jersey.
No, they were bankrupt.
Oh.
It was a money thing. They expanded too quickly.
It's got to be expensive to run an operation at Disney too. You know, especially like in Boardwalk. Like regular people can't go there for the most part.
Yeah.
Over on the Boardwalk, it's hard to get there. You gotta put a lot of effort into going there if you're not staying at the Boardwalk.
No, I mean I read the story about it. They just expanded way too quickly, and they didn't have the capital to try to open up all of these establishments across the country.
I didn't know they did a bunch. I only knew of the ones here in Jersey.
They weren't anticipating a pandemic. Like,
Well, it was right before the pandemic where that's when it took a downturn.
Wow.
Yeah.
so they're like Lucky's.
We had a Lucky's finished right around the corner from my house. Literally, it was done. They put the last coat of paint. And they said, never mind, we're leaving. Where's all that money go?
Well, what happened was Lucky's was bankrolled by another
Company.
Grocery company?
another grocery company, another big grocery company, and they pulled out.
Oh,
And once they lost their funding, everything fell apart.
that is unfortunate. All right, well, on that grocery store news, we got to wrap up this theme park podcast.
Yeah. Yep.
Scott Harris, where can people find us during the week if they want to follow us on social media?
You can follow us on Twitter at The Theme Park Show, or Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at The Theme Park Podcast, or watch at thethemeparkyoutube.com.
And coming soon, the Theme Park Podcast on Twitch.
Twitch.
There you go.
Watch along.
Check it out on Twitch. And, of course, if you want to check out extra park hours, go to thethemeparkpodcast.com. We come to you live from the Lauren Campbell Realtor.com Tebow Gazebo Studios. For Jimmy D and Scott Harris, I'm Dickerman. Until next time, we'll see you out at the parks.
Clear. What, you're okay?
Isn't that a thing from that's a what is it? That's a bad sign in Quiet Place, right? When the lights go on.
Oh, yeah. Have you seen A Quiet Place 2 yet?
No, I haven't seen A Quiet Place 1.
Watch 1 and then go to the theater and see 2.
No, thanks.
Yes, suck.
Dude, I'm gonna go see. What I got coming up?
A unique experience. Unique theater experience.
You know, I got really excited the other day about going back to the theater, and I guess my AMC, I finally connected my the fact that I am a stockholder in AMC to my account, and I looked and I was like, I got $30 in rewards to use. So I'm like, man, I want to go to the theater. They got a bunch of new food items. They got, but I didn't see any movies that I really, really were dying to see.
Did you get the Bavarian?
I did the Bavarian pretzel.
Yeah.
To go see A Quiet Place 2. I told you it was good.
I do not want to see
It's
A Quiet
unique
Place.
theater experience.
Well, I'm gonna go.
John Krasinski's only in it for 30 seconds.
Well, I'm gonna go.
I don't need him to be in it at all.
Why do you hate John Krasinski?
I'm gonna go see Fast 9 this weekend.
Are you not going to go see the? What are they doing? I saw somewhere that they were doing some kind of the ultimate Fast and Furious, where you get to see all 9 movies or something.
No, because I got a game tomorrow.
Hmm.
No, I'm gonna see it in IMAX because there's supposed to be something for Jurassic World Dominion.
Oh, you do have to see it on IMAX to get that, because it's why would you see it in IMAX? You got to see it in Dolby, but it probably won't be on the Dolby one.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the Dollar Theater this past week.
That still exists?
Yeah.
They survived?
Hey, they survived. I saw the Better Call Saul guy and Nobody.
Oh,
It was really good, actually.
I've heard that.
My wife loved it.
It's better
Bob
call.
Odenkirk.
It's better call John Wick, right?
Yeah, it is, and he pulled it off really well. Actually, the way they did it, he was awesome.
I think they had somebody from John Wick like write the movie.
Really?
I think it's the same writer.
It was fun. It was a good movie, and I paid $1 to see it.
How much candy did you buy?
From the Christmas tree shop next door, a couple packages.
Dude, you couldn't even buy the candy from the Dollar Theater. It's like cheap.
You know
don't
me,
want to
right?
support them?
I did. I bought movie tickets.
Okay, that's not where they make their money. They make all their money at any movie theater. Almost 90% of their income is going to come from the concession stand.
I'm a terrible customer then.
You are, and you're the reason why the industry is going down.
You just want me to buy it because you're a stockholder in AMC.
What does that have to do with the Dollar
Yeah,
Theater?
that's not gonna help.
It's just a pattern of behavior. That's all. You want the pattern to increase, so you spend more here, you spend more there.
I got to activate my A-list back for AMC.
I got my stubs. I used my stubs, and we did the Tuesday movies. It was cheaper than normal.
Mhm.
I think it was like $6.
Is it crowded?
$6.50.
Usually Tuesdays are crowded.
Because everybody wants a cheap day.
Yeah.
because it's $6.50 to go see a movie.
Yeah, I know that. So I was wondering, was it?
It wasn't super crowded
like a
for
normal
Quiet
Tuesday?
Place. No, it wasn't super crowded. It
And
was
right
decent.
now, AMC. I know this has nothing to do with. Well, we're not even in that podcast right now, but AMC does a thing where any movie I think before 5 o'clock is like 30% off right now.
Oh wow! So it's like a true matinee.
Yeah.
They did have like
Go figure.
a deal where you can get like $5 something for like I think it's popcorn and soda.
Yeah, and if you're a stockholder and
You get free. I know.
Yeah.
you get a free bucket of popcorn, and then if you're an A-list member or not an A-list member, if you're just a Stubbs Reward member, you get free refills. So you get a free large popcorn, and then you can go get free refills.
Yeah. Look at Wolf on Wall Street over here.
I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the reverse Dickerman, where I'll tie the sleeve of my sweatshirt and just fill it with popcorn.
Yeah, and take it home.
Yep. There's the button. Reactivate my A-list. It's right there.
Ready to go.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
When are you gonna do it?
Probably when I go see Fast 9.
Okay.
Because I'll do that, and then I'll buy my tickets for Black Widow. I want to go see the Sparks Brothers movie.
Maybe you could buy a Quiet Place too.
Maybe I could.
Maybe you
You know, maybe I
'Cause
could.
it's free at this point.
You know what?
I
Just-
won't.
Let's just tell him we saw it, so he'll shut up.
Okay, dude, it was crazy. I could not believe the Cillian Murphy scenes in that movie.
I don't know who that
Amazing.
is.
Scarecrow from the Dark Knight movies.
He's in that.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's a little pro tip for you. If you're ever in Best Buy or Costco or any like store where they're going to have somebody that could come up to you and say, "Hey, or do you have DirecTV?" Just tell them yes,
Mm-hmm.
because then the story's over. There's nowhere else to go.
Yeah, best service ever.
Or I just walk away.
I just
I don't know you, stranger danger.
that's
What-
what I usually do.
I
What-
need an adult.
whatever they're hawking. Oh, I already got it. Thank you.
I got two of them. I got double DirecTV, buddy.
Oh, have you been vaccinated?
NFL ticket and everything.
You've been vaccinated? Yeah, all of them. Three at
I got
once.
Moderna, Pfizer, and Johnson & Johnson.
They just kept stabbing me.
Yeah, I got a Johnson & Johnson in each eye.
Do you guys want to do a bonus show?
Yes, yeah,
Yes,
we got theme
that's-
park. We got questions to answer for
Okay.
from the listeners.
Yeah, Scott's got a mailbag.
I got a
Okay.
mailbag. Yeah.
All right, then let's do it. Coming down in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Theme Park Podcast, Extra Park Hours. It's Dickerman, Jimmy D, and Scott Harris.
Yes.
What's going on, guys?
Well,
You know our buddy Derek?
I know Derek. I was chatting with him earlier this week, actually.
Anytime you call him,
Mm-hmm.
On the phone?
yeah, if you call him on the
I
phone,
knew it was
immediately
called somebody on the
Who
phone.
calls people on the
Yeah.
phone?
hear me out.
Okay, fine.
Next time you call him, just before he starts talking, be like, "You're live on the air." He will clam up and be like, hello."
We did do that to him that one day.
We did.
We did. That's true. We did. He didn't care.
We
Okay.
called. But
Are you serious?
do you remember why we called him?
No.
There were typos on a Universal website.
Oh. Yeah.
It's so nice when it happens to the big guys.
Yeah.
Well, I texted you guys after a show. I forgot to attach the screenshot, but HBO Max sent a test email out to everyone.
Yeah, that became like a big thing.
It
I got
did.
that too. I'm like, what idiot sent this?
It showed up in my news feed.
Yeah.
It's not
Uncommon.
It's not uncommon.
We've done it.
There might have been a time when we accidentally sent out a shirt email for a free T-shirt that was supposed to go to about 16 people, and instead went to about 80,000. and had to deal with the repercussions of that. So there's that.
Yeah, we've all done
These
it.
things can happen. Email databases. Oops.
We used to have outbound texts for like breaking news that we could send, and I sent to Joe Paterno has died one
Uh-oh.
about 4 hours before it was official.
Oh, but he still died, though.
He did. That's the thing. I didn't double source.
You were correct, though.
That's the thing. One media company CBS had reported it. Just nobody else did.
You know what? I would have done exactly what you've done.
I know.
That's what's wrong with the news today, though. I saw a Denzel interview from a while back when he's like, look, the news doesn't matter. It's whoever says it first. Doesn't even matter if it's true, if it's correct. As long as you say it first, that's all that matters.
By the way, I'm still waiting on that T-shirt.
Oh yeah, that's
It's a free T-shirt.
You check with LT. She works over at the Hard Rock now. She might be able to help.
I
out.
know. I saw her the other day. I went to a Curtis Earth trivia.
Yeah, how did you place?
We didn't.
It was the Harry Potter thing.
It was tough.
Was it hard?
I knew it was
very
going to be
hard.
hard. I knew it was
very
going to be
hard.
hard. I knew it was going to be like super.
Well, it was questions from the movie, questions from the book.
Oh, the book? No.
Yeah.
I got to read. Nobody
What's he
told me they would be
doing?
reading.
I know Curtis personally. I'm going to text him right now. What are you doing with the book stuff?
Well, I mean, there's people that know the book stuff too, though. Not illiterate folks like us.
Yeah. Yeah, those, the Harry Potter people. They're well, it's same with Star Wars. Like I got Star Wars Trivial Pursuit. I'm like, wait a minute, I don't know.
Here's the thing, though. Star Wars trivia is so much harder now because if you want to like really be tough, you've got
Canon
11
versus not canon.
Canon versus not canon, 11 movies, multiple television shows.
True story.
Yeah. Like me and Jimmy would probably
Comic
be pretty
books.
good. But me and Jimmy haven't watched Resistance, so if somebody wanted to throw that in there, we wouldn't stand a chance.
That's the one TV show I haven't watched yet is Resistance.
Which one's that one?
It's not very good.
It's
that
the
a-
one that's got Poe Dameron and
Oh.
BB-8 in it. And I'm not. Is Oscar Isaac doing the voice of Poe?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. See,
That's why he's only in like 4 episodes.
I'm not a huge fan of his.
Love Oscar Isaac. He's coming in a Marvel show.
He's the.
What's he going to be in Marvel?
Moon Knight. Imagine Batman if he has multiple personalities.
Okay.
He's kind of crazy.
Are you guys enjoying Loki? We don't have to talk about any.
Love Loki.
The second episode was. The first half of the second episode was kind of bad.
My wife liked the second episode more than the first episode. She's always like that. She always likes the opposite of what you like, I think, though.
Now, the first episode, the first episode was pretty good because what I loved about the first episode is like how it introduced you to the whole thing, and it was like very, very well done. The first half of the second episode was like a little cringy for me, but then it picked up,
Okay.
and this third episode is just fantastic.
Loved the third episode.
I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it
I'm a Sylvie fan.
significantly. Yes. Is she famous from something? Is she?
Not really.
No,
I
she's
love it
got-
when they
she's
plus
got-
somebody.
She's been in things, but not like
She's got some film credits,
yeah.
kind of like the way Huntress from Birds of Prey.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
She
are you comparing Mary Elizabeth Winstead to Sophie DiMartino? Because
Yes.
those are way different filmographies. One was in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World,
He loves that movie.
Okay.
and Sophie DiMartino. Hang on.
But I like it when they find these people that like have these great acting chops, but you've never really seen them before, and they're like, "Oh, this is a new person that I can enjoy."
TV show,
Which is
TV
basically
show, TV
all
show,
of Game
TV
of
show, TV
Thrones.
show. Hasn't really
Except
been in
Sean
many
Bean.
movies.
Well,
Yeah, she was in Yesterday, the Beatles movie that came out last year.
you know what? She nailed a big role.
She
so
did, yeah.
There's a lot coming down the pike for her, I would imagine.
Well, like I don't know if we'll see Lady Loki outside of this show.
No, maybe not. But I'm just saying, now she's got this high-profile role, very popular show. She'll end up in other things, movies and shows, and she'll get more jobs out of this for sure.
Yeah, her next role is actually in a movie with Doctor Strange.
Is she really?
Cumberbatch, yeah.
Oh,
Oh no, so she's not in.
No. It's
Okay,
just she's
for a
in a
second
movie
I thought you
with Cumberbatch.
I thought you were saying she was in the Multiverse of Madness, and I was
No.
like, that would make a lot of sense.
It would, but no.
it's weird. It's now weird when I see some of the Marvel people and other stuff, like Bucky playing Tommy Lee in the Pam and Tommy thing for Hulu. That's weird to me.
Okay. Can we just talk about this? So that is a movie where Bucky is playing Tommy Lee,
Uh-huh.
and Lily James, who played Cinderella in the live-action Cinderella, is
It's-
playing and looks pretty close.
She does. I could not
It's-
believe that was her when I'm like, oh my god, that doesn't look like Lily G. It looks like Pam Anderson.
It's yeah.
I thought when I first saw the picture, I thought it was Pamela Anderson, and I thought it was Sebastian Stan cosplaying as Tommy Lee.
Yeah, did
I
they,
thought they were going to a party.
It's like, did they RDJ like de-age a little bit on Pam Anderson or something, or
yeah,
Man,
I don't know. I don't know what's their
that
prosthetics.
Disney Hulu,
I don't
Disney
know.
Hulu money?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else going there. It's
Was it?
wild.
Did they face off?
I don't
well,
know.
it's like when what's his face, Remy from Mr. Robot became Freddie Mercury.
Rami Malek, yeah,
Yeah, like, how do you say his name?
Rami Malek.
Rami. Okay, why did I say Remy? Anyways,
You're thinking about Ratatouille.
probably. But I couldn't believe how much he looked like Freddie Mercury, especially in that scene when he's doing the Live Aid concert. You're like, Freddie Mercury's still alive.
And if you want the opposite of that, go watch Looper with Justin Gordon-Levitt trying to look like a young Bruce Willis.
It's not bad.
It's okay, but it's off-putting. Something
It's very
is
off-putting.
Weird
yeah.
about it.
Because nobody should ever want to look like Bruce Willis.
His face is just weird. It's just
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
The whole movie.
That forehead prosthetic, which you saw it.
Yeah, it was just strange.
I'm still bummed we never got the real version of the Bohemian Rhapsody movie.
What?
Sacha Baron Cohen for years wanted to make a
Oh
Freddie,
yeah.
which would have been truer to the story and not watered down, but not all of the band members would agree to it.
Yeah, they didn't want to sully his name.
Yeah.
More than they had to.
Even though it would have been accurate and more true,
Yeah,
which eventually
accuracy.
became the backlash to Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
Because you watch that movie, it's like, oh yeah, he just got AIDS. Actually, I don't even think they barely even mentioned that in the movie.
He sat on the wrong toilet. He got AIDS.
Yeah.
That was the 80s.
You know, a lot of people in the 80s got AIDS from blood transfusions. The guy who played the Predator,
Yep,
like
yep.
the man who was actually in the costume.
Mhm.
I didn't know this. I learned this the other day. Jean-Claude Van Damme
Yep.
was the Predator,
Mhm.
and he's actually in Predator.
There's one scene where it's him.
yeah, like the early scenes of the Predator when he's by himself and you don't have anything in perspective.
Mm-hmm.
That's Jean-Claude Van Damme
Yeah.
in the costume.
Huh.
But when they got him up next to Arnold Schwarzenegger, he wasn't big enough.
Yeah.
Oh.
He was also very difficult to deal with while filming.
Well, that costume that they have to wear was no joke.
Yeah, you couldn't see out of it, and you had to memorize all of your movements.
And not even just that, but just imagine wearing latex
In the
over your
jungle.
entire body.
Well, what about our Predator that we had at the football games? What'd that guy wear?
Claw?
I never saw him up close. Yeah, Claw.
Did you know that Claw was the unofficial mascot? He was not truly affiliated.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I actually talked to the guy who was in the Claw costume because they used to run a costume shop, I want to say off of either Fairbanks or Lee Road, and I rented a costume one year for Christmas from them because what they used to do is outside their shop they would bring out like a dummy that was dressed like a clown and they put it out by the street corner so you get your attention.
I don't like that.
And I talked to him and he built costumes professionally.
Oh, wow.
That's
So
why it
you
looks so good. Yeah.
Yeah, he would make mascot costumes, and we were talking about it, and he told me the same thing. He's not the official. I mean, Claw was their mascot, but he was not official. He wasn't like.
Affiliated with the team.
The Predator. Remember the Predators were like the hottest thing in town for a while?
They're
They're-
back.
Their games were fun, man.
They were. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand they're back, but it's not what it was. Like, this was 15, 20 years ago when it was like the arena football was hot.
This was Monsters 1999.
I've said this. For the longest time, I didn't know Welcome to the Jungle was a real song.
That's the
How
Predator.
old are you?
That's the Predator theme
That's
song.
what. I honestly
If
thought
your
that
dad's listening right now, he's wringing his hands. Just
he took me to
covering
the
his face.
games.
He's just like, oh my God, son, don't say that out loud.
I've said it on the radio.
Son, what did I do wrong?
Where did I go wrong?
I should have played the radio louder.
Do you guys want to answer some? Do you guys want to answer the mailbag?
Sure.
We got a bunch of. We got some questions in.
Okay.
I think one of the questions is how come Dickerman's posture is kind of slouched down now that he's gotten comfortable?
Yeah, well, I can't hold it up forever. I'm not Matt Hafey.
First question. Best way to relax at the parks. These are from our Facebook page at facebook.com/the theme park podcast.
Best ways to relax at the parks?
Yeah, like if you want to just take a chill day, you're not rushing, you don't want to run on a ride. Like my favorite relaxing ride is, of course, the People Mover.
People
That's
Mover,
a
yep.
great way to chill.
The Land.
The land is another good one. Just finding a patch of grass and planting yourself in the shade somewhere.
Squishy grass over at Magic Kingdom's really good.
Yeah, and that grass over at Universal's not bad in front of the stage either.
Yeah.
If it's recently been renovated, yes. If they've run a bunch of like forklifts over it and it's all mutilated,
Not as good.
no, because
Okay.
the grass will look fine, but then you'll sit on it and it's like, imagine taking a whole bag of Legos and throwing them under a blanket. It's kind of that feeling.
There's a really good spot at Universal by where the double-decker bus is looking at the lagoon. It is so peaceful to just chill at.
I've been known to fall asleep during that 3D Mickey Mouse Fantasia show.
Philharmagic?
Philharmagic, yeah. I've been known to doze off on that show before.
No,
or,
Grandpa's falling asleep again.
Or if you head over to Epcot, like I talked about the other week, the Story of the Americas, that's a long one. And, boy, that's a big old giant place. You can just stretch out.
I could see that, yeah. Hall of Presidents probably, too.
Residents for sure. Any of those not well attended shows, the atrocity that is the Country Bear Jamboree.
That's a loud
Stop.
one, though.
Don't go for
Stop with that.
entertainment because it's terrible. Just go because you want to sit down for.
You want a
few
crock to
minutes.
the face, don't you?
It's a terrible show.
No, it's not. Stop.
That and the Tiki Bird show is terrible too.
See, the thing about the Tiki
Okay.
Bird, though, Tiki Bird's a long one.
I will choke you out.
You like the Tiki Bird
Yes.
show? Ugh, you know what? Next time we go to Disney, you need to come with us. You can take my daughter because you guys can go watch that stupid thing.
Yeah, we'll go ride rides.
Yeah, we'll ride rides and you guys can watch that idiot show.
Next question.
I hope you get hit in the face with
Any
a
other
goose on the
relaxing-
next roller coaster you go on.
Any boat you can get yourself on too. Any boat is a relaxing. Take that big boat around Magic Kingdom. That's a good one.
The monorail is very
Monorail, just do
Skyliner.
a roll around the monorail. Do the Skyliner.
Any of that transportation stuff. I mean, the bus isn't as comfortable, but
Any of the you can take resort boats too. Those are nice too.
the resort boats are great.
Oh.
Actually, the pontoon boats that they have that take you from Port Orleans to Disney Springs, those are super fun to ride.
Yep. That's another even if you don't have park tickets, just to go resort hopping and check out all the resorts.
Go get some beignets.
Word of advice,
Tell
though,
me.
pro tip, pro tip, don't go on the tinier boats from the Polynesian to Magic Kingdom when it is 40 degrees outside.
Why?
I liked it.
We almost froze.
It was me, Scott, and the driver.
That was it, yeah.
That's it.
And that's
You were
ridiculous.
supposed to be there. We're like, Jimmy, where are you at? We were going
We
over.
booked fast passes specifically for you.
That's right, we did. We booked all regular slow rides. We're like, no Space Mountain, no Thunder
no, we
Mountain.
had like Pirates, Jungle
Why wasn't I
Cruise.
there?
You were late.
Yeah.
You were late. It was for our dinner at the
Ohana.
Ohana, yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So then we went and rode those lame rides by ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a lot accomplished that day, though.
We did.
We
For
did. We still did Space Mountain. We were in the Bell Show.
That's right. We did the Bell Show. That's right.
We
were
did Jungle Cruise,
started
Haunted
it.
Mansion.
I had to do work, man.
Stupid work.
Promotions.
See what that did. See where I got you.
Yeah, we just got work done ahead of time.
I
Yeah,
didn't. I just didn't do
didn't
it.
have an option.
Next question. Best single food option on a budget. I'm hungry and have $5.
I know that question.
What do I buy?
I was hoping you guys would answer that.
Well, being that you're the cheapskate of the show, you should.
I mean, I have some suggestions, but I thought you might have more.
Okay.
Carrot cake cookie is one.
If you're at Epcot, inside the Millennium Pavilion, they usually have whatever food event is going on. They usually have something very good for about $5, and it is very filling.
Is it? Yeah, it's filling.
It is
Okay.
filling. Or you could I think right now I got at the refreshing port, which is right before Canada. It was some kind of poutine that was like $5.50,
Okay.
and then
That's money well spent.
exactly, and it's you got your meat, your cheese, your carbs, all of that stuff. You got inside Millennium Pavilion. They have had mac and cheese, which was super good. You could get a cake pop the size of your head for $5.
There's no cake pop the size of this head.
That's just a cake.
They
Yeah.
had a pork belly and brisket slider for about $5.
See, that's too small. I'm talking. I need.
But it was
some
filling. It was filling though.
Give it to him.
Okay, What kind of heft are you getting
Yeah,
outside of the park?
Yeah,
for
what do you want?
$5?
What do you want? Like a turkey leg for $5?
Oh, I'll give you some $5 options. A slider's not hefty. A slider's a slider. Let's be honest. A slider's like it's a meatball, basically. It's small. A slider's small. All right, $5.
I guess
in the
you don't
park.
get to be in a heavyweight without
Yeah.
having some of these tricks.
Yeah, I know these things. All right, so
Yeah, your trick is, I ordered a order of fries. Can I have 17 of your free cheese?
they don't have free cheese anymore. You got to pay for it now.
Yeah.
Carrot cake cookie.
Yep.
Which is available now at the Starbucks inside Hollywood Studios.
Mm-hmm.
School bread
Mm.
over at
That's just because
Epcot.
you were bullied that one day.
I was, but he was right. The Norwegian guy was right. He knew what he was talking about. Over in Epcot, you need a pass holder discount for this, but one of the best deals is that in Germany, you get that dang caramel popcorn.
Still have never gotten it.
It,
Yeah,
when
the,
you do pass holder discount
Werther's
there,
original.
Yeah.
it knocks it down to $5. I can't finish the thing.
I
It's too big for me.
I one day want to get the maple popcorn in Canada.
I almost did. I
Yeah.
almost got that one time,
I
but
think next trip
I-
I go, I'm gonna get that.
I got that last time I was there. It was
Good?
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually like that. I might like that better than the Werther's.
Mm.
those are some of the best deals. I can't think of anything else. Maybe how much is that giant donut you can get from Joffrey's, which I still don't like because of Game of Thrones.
It's about $5 or $6.
yeah.
Yeah, you know when
It's a good donut. It's a good donut.
when Joffrey started popping up at Disney, it was like right around the height
Mm-hmm.
of Game of Thrones, and I'm like, they didn't think this through all the way.
Yeah, Joffrey's just in general.
People like it. People like that coffee too.
Hey, and and since GOT is kind of like started to subside a little bit, and people don't even think about it anymore, I can agree with you. But like at that time, I was like, there's no way I'm eating that. They'll poison me.
I'm rewatching it right now. I hate him all over again. I'm also mad at Jamie Lannister once again.
Why don't you watch new shows?
I don't know.
That's
You've rewatched Lost at least twice.
You know what, Scott? I have 3 shows a week I watch brand new episodes
Mhm.
of. Rick and Morty,
Yep.
which is on Sunday.
Which I had to remind you guys about.
You did.
No, I had already watched it
Oh,
twice
okay.
by the time you sent
Okay.
it.
You had to remind me.
I got Bad Batch on
It's a great
Fridays,
episode.
Mhm.
and then I got
Loki.
Loki's on Wednesday. So it's
Mm.
like every 2 days I got a brand new TV show.
Mm.
But the problem is, outside of that, I end up watching like the same like 5 movies or
Mm.
5 TV shows.
Oh, see, I could watch a new movie like every single day. Granted, I do pay for every streaming service right now.
Maybe you should watch A Quiet Place.
Yeah, I could.
Oh
or I
my
could,
God. I'm going to put a burlap sack over your head and beat
If you
you
just
with a
watched
sock
it-
full of soap
If
bars.
we just watched it, we could quit talking about
Hey,
it.
you know, I watched it. It was great. That the quiet parts were so scary.
They were.
Next question.
Did you guys offer anything besides no? I guess.
Yes,
Jimmy,
I did.
Jimmy
I
didn't
did. I
have
offered
anything.
like 7 things.
I'll give you a Dickerman answer. Go to the Starlight Diner,
Mm-hmm.
get the French fries,
Yep.
and then cover them in all the hamburger toppings.
Yep.
That I've done.
Condiment bars are
I've
coming
done that.
back.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the barbecue place they brought back the you can get your own barbecue sauce now. at the
Nice.
Sam Eagles. I mean, the food was terrible, but at least you can get your own barbecue sauce.
Well, no. What did you learn? The first time is good. The second time's not is not bad, and the third time is bad, right?
Yes, that's what it was.
So only go once.
I so want to go back to that first experience.
Did you get something different?
No, same thing every time.
What was bad about it?
The first burger was great. It was juicy. It had the great toppings. It was hot. Everything was perfect. A perfect tomato on it. Second burger, not as good. Third burger, it was like a hockey puck. It was awful. Terrible.
Next question. When are Run Disney in-person races coming back?
That's a good question. Scott Harris, do you know?
Yes, 2022. In a since deleted post on the Walt Disney World Marathon website, the next race will be in early 2022.
Wow. So that
Yep.
means Star Wars races will be back probably in the springtime.
The Princess race happens in January,
Okay.
and that's like the first race of the season, if you
So
will.
they're gonna let this year roll out, then start again in 2022.
And it looks like registration for that race in this deleted post was going to open on July 20th at 10 a.m.
Let's see if it still opens on July 20th at 10 a.m.
Yes. But,
Well, I mean, they'll obviously announce something officially.
mhm. But the marathon weekend was January 6th through the 12th.
That sounds about right.
Yep.
Okay, so that's races back. Universal They've been first out of the gate for basically everything this entire pandemic. Do you think they will beat Disney back to the racing
The
experience?
5K, I don't know.
Because they got into that,
They
They
did get
did
into
one.
it.
They
No,
did.
I think I want to do one because they encourage you to dress up in costumes.
Well, same thing with Disney.
But they have character costumes also a part of it.
What do you
Like
mean?
their own characters are there.
Disney has that too.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, when you're running through the like,
Yeah,
I didn't
I like
understand.
the idea though of running with a minion next to me.
Okay, well, when I ran, it was the Princess 5K, and pretty much everybody is wearing something, if not a full-fledged costume. And then when you're running through Epcot, they had character meet and greets all
Yeah.
along the path, and I'm like, why are you guys stopping? You're ruining your times.
I want Launch Bay to come back.
Yeah, I'm ready for Launch Bay to return, too.
I'm ready for character meet and greets to come back.
That's got to be happening at some point, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they'll wait till, like, October for that.
October's when everything comes back.
Bring it back in October. Won't be quite as hot. Let everybody kind of just soak it in, get back into things again for the summertime. Then
Have
in
you
the
guys
fall.
have you guys seen what the state? I don't know if you guys are aware of this, and it's not really theme park exactly related, but it is tourism related. The cruise ships. Have you seen like the drama that's been going on with it?
I've heard something.
Well, what happened was our governor signed a bill into law that said you could not
Ask for-
do passports.
Right.
You couldn't
The
do vaccine passports.
Yeah.
Well, the CDC said you can't sail without 95% of the boat being vaccinated, and that other 5% pretty much being just children.
Mm-hmm.
They've come up with a compromise
Okay.
because, like, the Supreme Court, there was like an injunction or something against the CDC and all this other stuff. So what they're doing now is you do not have to prove that you're vaccinated to get on the cruise boat.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't prove that you're vaccinated, they're going to treat you like you're unvaccinated.
Oh.
And if you're unvaccinated, you have to wear a mask the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
And like my wife was like, "Oh yeah, good luck policing that." And I'm like, "Yeah, but if you're one of those unvaccinated people and they catch you like misbehaving, cruise lines don't like mess around. They'll lock you in your cabin."
Put you in a brig.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they need
basically.
a brig. Bring back the brig. And if you're bad enough, they'll leave you on an island, right?
Yes, they will leave you behind.
I've heard that happening on one of our radio station cruises.
When they lit the couch
Yeah.
on fire and threw it overboard.
Is that what got him left on an island?
It was either that person or the person who passed out in the hallway and soiled themselves.
I think that was the guy that got left in the on the island.
Yeah, I've heard stories.
I would think a couch fire would get you thrown on an island too.
So the next theme park question.
But anyways, besides the forcing you to wear a mask, they will force you to take a COVID test before you get on the boat, and they will charge you for that. So they're going to they're going to make it uncomfortable for you to be not unvaccinated.
They
on the
found the
boat.
way around it. They
Yeah.
found a way around it. So
But no, it covers all the bases.
Yeah, you could just made it like how it is for traveling to several countries or going to schools or universities. Just prove you're vaccinated.
Well,
What a foreign concept. Best theme
whatever.
park area to play hide and seek.
I would have to
the
say
Nets.
resorts.
The Nets. The Nets.
The Nets, yeah.
The Nets at Jurassic Park.
Camp Jurassic.
Lose your children here.
Or Fievel.
Yeah, Fievel's
Fievel's
aren't
not
as
big
bad.
enough.
Fievel's not that big. SeaWorld used to have a pretty
That was
huge
the most
net
epic
area.
net thing I'd ever seen.
I don't know if they still have that or not because I
That's-
haven't been over there.
That's the net they actually caught Shamu with.
Yeah.
I would believe that, yeah.
but the nets at that is if you want to get lost, do the nets over in Jurassic Park. But yeah,
Yeah, if you're going to bring your kid there, make sure you have your cardio up to snuff.
yeah. But
No, what'd
yeah,
you say? That's where
resorts.
you pick up a new kid, right?
Yeah, just get a new one. I don't want this one anymore. I'll just take a different one.
Yeah, it's honestly like the true meaning of child swap.
Yeah, the resorts are great, but if you're strictly talking parks, yeah, maybe like Diagon Alley.
Mm.
That might be a good one.
Mhm.
Right over Nocturne Alley or something.
Yeah.
That's a little too on the nose.
Yeah, because there's a lot of parts in there where
There's
it's
a lot of
covered
little,
and
you
dark.
can hide. Oh, Epcot
Oh.
and the countries of Epcot. You can hide
Yeah.
all over Morocco.
The perfect place to play hide and go seek. Tom Sawyer's Island
Oh, that's a good one too.
with all the caves and stuff, and then
Yeah.
you got the
The secret tunnel that goes out.
yeah.
Scratch my Ray-Bans in there.
Still have never been to Tom Sawyer's Island.
What?
Yeah, we've talked about this. I've
You
never
should
been.
go to Tom Sawyer's Island and watch A Quiet Place
I will download it on my phone.
and watch it on
Watch
Tom
it with
Sawyer's Island.
noise-canceling headphones.
Hey,
Yeah.
Scott, you ever seen the pillow party scene in Full Metal Jacket?
Yeah.
We're giving one a private pile over here.
You gotta go. You gotta do Tom Sawyer's Island. You gotta go on the suspension bridge.
Mhm.
You gotta go to the area and you shoot all the guns. Then you gotta go out the secret tunnel to escape.
And then go on the barrel bridge that
Yeah.
you feel like you're going to fall into the water.
Barrel bridge is cool.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I remember as a kid being like, how is this in a theme park? This is like the craziest thing ever.
There's 2 caves and a barrel bridge, and then there's the suspension bridge and the whole fort with a secret exit at the fort.
Okay, there's a lot going on over
There's
there.
a lot to do.
Final question: when will Tron open?
I'm looking at Jimmy because he's the Tron guy.
The guy that won't do the ride.
What year did Tron take place in the movies? Anybody know?
Oh, I just watched it.
The first one or Legacy?
I don't care.
First one was 1982.
That's when it actually happened.
That's when the movie came out.
And
I
that's
wanna
when
know-
it took place,
Yeah, it
yes.
took
Oh,
place
The
then,
first
too.
time we went to the grid.
Is it 82?
82.
82.
Jeez. How about the second one?
Second one was 2004?
No,
No?
2010.
20. Oh, wow.
So that was supposed to be live that time too. All right, I'm going to say here's Tron, all right? Tron 2024. That's my guess.
No, 2020. It's going to be 2022. It was supposed to be this year. It's just going to be a little bit next year.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
it was supposed to be ready for October 1st.
Oh,
but
wait,
Yeah,
when's
everything was supposed to be
Guardians?
ready around the same time.
We're going to release 2 big coasters at the same time?
Why not?
th-
I mean, all
actually,
for it.
that's a brilliant plan because
Yeah,
that way
divert
you
attention away.
exactly.
Yeah.
Just like they tried to do with the Simba magnet. Remember when Batu opened? They're like,
Mhm.
we're going to give you a frig magnet over at Animal Kingdom if you come over here.
Star Wars.
Exactly.
I mean, that's what the biggest criticism of Galaxy's Edge was. One ride opening an entire land.
Yeah.
Have both rides ready. Have Rise of Resistance and
Rise
Falcon.
wasn't ready yet. Rise wasn't even ready when they opened it.
No, it wasn't. At least they kind of timed it right with... Actually, no, Rise and Mickey and Minnie were 3 months apart.
Oh, I just got a new listener question.
Yep.
Is Rise to the Resistance always going to be the way it is, where it's a pain in the neck to get a pass, or can we make it like easier for regular people to get it?
you just made that question up yourself.
You just made
I
that...
did.
By the way, I don't remember if we talked about this.
But I listen to this show too.
They cycled through 500 boarding groups at Disneyland a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so hard to get a boarding pass.
Well, here's the thing, because I've gone back and forth on it. Would you rather the boarding pass system with its flaws, we can all agree that it has flaws, or would you want to have to spend 8 hours
In line.
in line? And that is the only thing that you would do.
But do you think it's really still going to be 8 hours? Like if we just went ahead and released it like a regular ride, it's still going to take that long?
Yes. It's 3 rides in one, especially now where they're not skipping any parts of the pre-show.
Yeah.
It's a time-consuming endeavor.
I haven't been on it in a while.
I haven't either.
I don't want to get up at 7 a.m. and I don't want to go to the parks in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
Two factors that are keeping me off that ride.
Mm-hmm.
It's too hot to be there at noon, and I don't feel like getting up at 7 a.m.
Yeah. And then having the disappointment of, oh, I didn't get one, and then having to go back to sleep with that disappointment.
Yeah. There's that too. So I don't know what the answer is for that one.
Dude, I went to Hollywood Studios and they have like the digital signs that tell you the wait times for everything. And all the times seemed really low. And I looked at it and it said Rise of the Resistance, 70 to 80 minutes. And I was like, what?
Get on this?
I was like, do you guys have standby? Like just walk-ups for that? And they're like, no, sir, that's the boarding groups. And I look closer and it says groups,
Yeah.
70 to 80. I was like, oh.
Do you think they could ever
I'm a
do walk
doofus.
up if it was like
I could
light?
see single rider maybe.
Single riders are coming back, but I don't know.
All right, we didn't cover this on the show, but I just got this question in from myself.
Mm-hmm.
Disneyland, California,
Yep.
inferior park, obviously.
In your opinion,
They have eliminated.
you've never been.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the two guys that have been think it's got its own merits.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
it's better.
Yeah, sure.
I wouldn't go that far.
They don't have a parking lot.
Yeah, you could park in somebody's yard and walk, and you don't have to pay anything.
That sounds trashy. Walt didn't want that sort of experience for people. All right, he didn't want you parking in some guy's
Dickerman.
yard.
You are totally that guy.
It's free.
I don't want to park in somebody's yard.
It's free.
Free. It was $17 for me to park there last time I went.
It's like $26 now.
Look, here's my question. They
Yes.
eliminated annual passes.
They're legacy somethings.
They eliminated them. They're
Yes.
gone.
Yes.
Could that ever happen here?
So things are different there when it comes to the people that go. so many of the people that go to Disneyland are locals.
Mm-hmm.
It is not as much of a tourist destination as our parks are.
Because it's not as good.
Well, no, it's just there's more to do here
No parking
for
there.
a family. There's 4 Disney parks, 2.5 to 3 Universal parks, SeaWorld, Busch Gardens, all of this stuff here. So that is why it is more. It's also an easier destination for Europe to come to, in South America to come to. So that is why it's basically treated completely differently.
Our buddy Mikey Mayhem posted on Facebook the other week. You guys might have seen it from way back in the day when Universal opened. Disney bought a full-page ad in the Orlando Sentinel and just said, welcome. You know, it was a picture of Mickey Mouse and basically said, hey, welcome. You know, it's good to have, you know, more opportunities for people.
Disney and Universal don't see each other as competitors.
No.
They don't.
I think
And I have proof for that. Because when I was working at Universal, I had a guy that I worked with. He worked full-time at Disney and then worked part-time with us.
I think on the upper echelon, Universal looks at them, and especially after the launch of Harry Potter, and they say we're on a lot closer to equal footing now than we used to be.
And I'm sure they
Before
look
it used to be a break off for a day or two when you were here for a week. Now it's a different story.
Yeah, I mean they both look at each other as what is it, the rising tide lifts all boats. Like they all want each other to be successful because it's, as we saw in the last year, they're so key to each other's survival.
Do you think when what was it, Jaws 3? Was that the one at SeaWorld?
That is the one at SeaWorld.
Do you think when that came out, like the people at Disney went, ooh, you guys probably should have consulted somebody before having a shark eat a hole through one of your main attractions in a movie? Like, that wasn't a great idea for, like, you know, perception of the park.
Maybe.
Well, I mean,
Like, Disney would
it's
never
not
allow
called SeaWorld in the movie.
I know, but, you know, Disney would never allow that, something like that, to be portrayed as their property.
What was that park called?
I thought it was SeaWorld in the movie.
It was
I
not.
swear it was SeaWorld.
It wasn't even set in Florida, so it's not SeaWorld. It might have been. I take that back. It might have been
It
set
was
in Florida.
set in Florida, yeah.
It was not set in Orlando though,
I swear
because
they called
Orlando's landlocked. The whole theme of that movie was
I
like
know, they
were
were at
on
water.
the ocean.
Yeah. I swear they called it SeaWorld in the movie.
They did not.
All right. Jaws 3. Jaws
It's Jaws 3D, get the name right.
3.
Trapped in a SeaWorld theme park.
Yeah, it was SeaWorld.
It
I told
was
you.
SeaWorld, yeah.
Really?
They had the shirts on.
Yeah, he's right.
They
yeah.
were doing the announcement. It's the mom from My So-Called Life's in it too. She's like the main female lead.
When I worked at Discovery Cove, we had one of the dolphins from
Jaws 3.
from Jaws
Cindy
3.
or Sandy?
You know, I don't think we ever found out for sure. I'd have to ask Wifey. She might be able to tell me, but his name was Capricorn.
Well, that's not as fun as Sandy.
Oh, yeah, I forgot Dennis Quaid is the star of that movie.
He
I
was.
mean, it had a decent cast in the film.
Yeah.
Leah Thompson's in it, Louis Gossett Jr.
Yeah, it's got some names. It's got some good names.
Yeah, here's the thing that Roy Scheider's like, yeah, I'm staying away from this one.
You guys are at SeaWorld now? Yeah, I'm good. I'm out.
Well, at that point, he kind of like aged out, so they brought in the son to become
The Sons, yeah.
that. Yeah, it's because he's a Brody in that movie.
Oh.
Well, they're both brothers are in it. They're both just aged up.
Ah,
One works there, the other's visiting. And then the third one's where, like, the shark wants revenge on the mom. And
yeah. The mom goes. Well, what happens in the fourth one is the younger brother takes over the role as being sheriff of Amity, and he gets killed by a shark.
mm-hmm.
So the mom, you know, having lost her son and her husband,
dies from a heart attack.
he dies from a heart attack. She flies down to the Caribbean where there's never great white sharks, and this great white shark turns up and is trying to kill the last son and the wife.
Oh.
Yeah, and she's decided to live with Michael Caine now.
Academy Award winner Michael Caine.
The size of a tangerine.
Tremendous. All right. Should we wrap this up on this Jaws talk?
Yeah, at least it's a little more theme parky than grocery stores.
It was a ride.
It was a
at
ride.
a theme park. It was a thing. So
It's still a part of the studio tour at Universal Studios Hollywood.
there you go. So we're
Yeah.
still on topic.
When I go back to California next year, I think I might have to check out Universal Studios.
Is that the trip I'm going to end up going on with you because somebody's going to bail on you?
What?
Yeah, for your Star Wars thing.
Oh, they weren't going to bail on me. The Australian contingent may not be allowed in the country.
Exactly. That's bailing.
Not bailing.
It's bailing based on their country's
What are they
laws.
supposed to do? What?
Like break quarantine?
They fly into Mexico and get like brought across the border?
I don't
like
think they'll let him go to
coyotes?
Mexico either. I don't blame
No,
the Australians.
they don't want them out of the country.
Yeah, I don't blame them.
No,
I'm saying they're wrong.
Well, Australia right now. Did you know? I don't know how this came across this, but Australia has no native cats on their country.
Huh.
There's no native cats. Like Florida's got
need
panthers.
Some cats. They need something to kill some of those crazy ass creatures they
Yeah,
get.
that's some crazy creatures there.
The problem they're having right now is with feral cats.
Ooh, yeah, somebody brought a cat in, huh?
Feral cats have killed into extinction 25 unique Australian species.
I don't doubt that because we got
Cat's
that
a
problem
dominant
with the
predator.
pythons here. We got them damn pythons.
Yeah.
That's why they
down
do
in
the python
Everglades.
hunt every year.
Yeah,
Just
they need a cat hunt.
200. They are trying. Like, I don't know where they got on this because I don't know how I got across this, but I'm like, they have like cat hunting season, like
Should be
feral
20
cat
it
hunting,
should be 365 days a year down there.
and they
sounds
were
like.
trying to eradicate 200 million cats by 2020.
How
One
about
person brought a cat.
How about this? Just accept the fact that cats took over the internet. They're going to take over the planet.
If they're thriving in Australia, the land of crazy creatures.
Well, the problem is none of those creatures have any kind of like. They haven't evolved with cats, so they have no like
Cat defenses.
exactly. It's just like
what is this thing?
It's
Oh,
it's
God.
just like the iguanas in the Keys. They have no natural predators there, so they're just like taking over.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, I'm just the cat. Just pro cat. Let cats do whatever they want.
Well,
So, but the point of that whole thing is just like COVID. If you let them out and they come back in, it's going to be the feral cat thing all over again, only COVID style.
yeah. So exactly. So okay, Australians won't bail on you. Their country won't let them come. So
Correct.
Here I come. I'm jumping in. Saying I'm just throwing it out there, and I'm glad we could end this podcast talking about cats.
Cats.
So we're back off topic. Scott Harris, where can people find us on social media?
You can follow us on Twitter at The Theme Park Show or on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at The Theme Park Podcast or watch on thethemeparkyouTube.com.
And coming soon, Twitch. Right, James?
Correct. We actually have a Twitch account, so if you want to go on the Twitch and find us and like us, we're thinking about making the jump over there.
Okay. That's a thing we're thinking about. All right. Well, we come to you live from the Lauren Campbell Realtor.com Tebow Gazebo Studios. For Jimmy D and Scott Harris, I'm Dickerman. Until next time, we'll see you out at the parks. It's nice that we didn't get rain for the show this week because it's been raining here, at least on this side of town, every day like crazy.